Alright everybody, we are back with part 3 for Legacy of Kain Ascendance here, and we're now on chapter 6. Part 2 had a lot of narrative focus. There was a lot of dialogue and a huge history lesson of Nosgoth. A lot of Blood Omen 1 callbacks is what I was trying to say. But yeah, now we're in chapter 6. This is going to be the first time we get to play as Kain in this game, so I am curious to see that. There's 11 collectibles in this chapter. There's 7 Codex scrolls, 2 blood chalices, and 2 charms. So that's going to be different. Usually there's like 1 per, so there's 2. We're actually going to get most of the game's blood chalices finished in this part. Probably same with the charms. I'm not really sure what some of the charms do. I think the one that we first picked up just reduces the effect of losing health over time, but no idea what the other one does. They have very vague descriptions. But yeah, we're here to resurrect the Sarafan, which is basically what Soul Reaver goes into. They kind of dump a lot of that lore in the beginning of Soul Reaver 1, because that's where Raziel gets resurrected and everything like that. Kind of like the main things that set this whole entire series in motion after Blood Omen 1 with Soul Reaver. But yeah, like I said, it's weird that Elaleth is kind of like the, not even really her, but Kai is kind of like the person who does all of this. It's very weird lore-wise, like the implications of the lore, but let's just get going here. Oh, he can't glide. That's different. He should be able to float, but he can do this.
And be forgotten.
Does he have a gun? Oh, he has dive kick, though, at least. Right into the fire. He's got his classic feeding animation, at least. Alright, he's got mist form. It's weird that he can't, like, float down, though, because that is a thing that Kain can do. This is weird they didn't give him that. Alright, there's some health. Oh, can we actually... That's kind of cool, though. We can go through walls. More flying creatures. Gotta love them. I think we can actually get our first scroll here. There's that. Can I actually climb up this? Can't. There's nothing here for us, though. Alright, there's that, though. There's a breakable wall on that one side. There's our first blood chalice. What's at the bottom? Fire. Sometimes there's like alternate paths that you can get to when you drop down to areas, which is why some of the collectibles can be kind of tricky on this game. What even are these things supposed to be? Oh, made it look like I could feed from him again. I wonder if I should check out what's beneath us. Some more health. That one dude's trying to get to me. They do have guns. There we go, I made it. Didn't want to do that. Whoa, it's still locked onto that? I'm trying to do a dive kick on the guy. Well, that's gonna kill me. The goddamn fire. Okay, he's got the Soul Reaver, though, so he just one-shots these dudes.
Judgment comes for the damned.
Alright, there's a closed door there. Wonder if I'm supposed to try and get over this somehow. But I can't. Oh wait, doesn't he have... Okay, yeah, mist form. I was gonna say, you can usually just mist through doors. Hey, he's got the Ve Victus. He still says it. At least Kain does make you feel a lot more powerful, because he kind of should. This bug's gonna be a problem. He's flying on the perfect angles. There we go. Yeah, collectible hunting in this chapter is a little strange. I'm just trying to look around here. There's so many areas that look very similar to areas where collectibles are. So I'm trying to keep track here. Ooh, we actually hit our head on something. Alright, I made the jump that time. Dude, these things fly on such weird angles. Whoa. Kinda wish these guys would stop ledge hopping. So now we're down here. Actually, this could be, yeah, this is actually where our first charm's gonna be. I guess you kinda wanna fall down. Though I can't kill this thing. There we go. Restores the Fallen with greater vitality upon return. The Fallen? Again, very vague charm. I don't know what they mean by Fallen. Or dead. Alright, there we go. This is where our checkpoint was. So, I feel like every time I hit them, I also just take a hit. Right into the fire. Kind of try to set you up with this one. Put a lot of fire out here. Alright, slowly cutting our way through everything. Nope, couldn't see the fire until we dropped down. Dude, these things are so annoying. They always fly on the best angles. Okay, you're not gonna grab the wall there, Kain? Some health in that wall. I think our next scroll is actually coming up pretty soon. Yeah, it's gonna be somewhere over here. Right above us here. The unruliness of time, you don't say. Alright, we're in the next section now. The statistics screen on the main menu actually does split the collectibles up into sections of a chapter. So you can kind of tell where you would be if you missed one. I just wish you could check the statistics while you're actually in the game. Oh great, we got flame spewers now. More variations of flame traps. If we keep heading left here, we can actually get our next scroll. Let's do that. Another one of these things, of course. Waiting for all these traps makes me just bleed out. Thank God there was a checkpoint. Okay. I don't know how you actually cause them to grab ledges. So far for me, it seems like heavily luck-based. Like sometimes they'll grab the edge, but sometimes they just won't.
Darkness ends with my blade.
What was he saying? Wow, those things can actually hit you while you're in mist form.
Please, don't leave me here.
Alright, nothing over here. Like, I know that if you angle yourself towards the wall with the analog stick, that's when he tries to grab the edge, but like I said, sometimes it just doesn't go through. There was a checkpoint above us, but I'm checking what is over here really quick. I think we can get our next scroll right here. Probably should have just hit the checkpoint first.
Is anyone out there? Please, help me.
Go help her out.
Water.
Actually, I don't know if... Wow, that was perfect. Can I actually grab the edges of these? I don't even know if I can get up to where she's at. Oh, here we go. You're welcome. I don't know how they got her up there. Alright, there's our checkpoint. I'm always like a centimeter off from hitting them. Well, this looks kind of like a... Yep. Dead end. Alright, so we can't go that way. Let's try this way. Get rid of these damn bugs. Oh, this is actually going to be in the direction of our next charm.
Is anyone out there? Please, help me.
Let's keep going this way. Nope, don't climb up. Okay. Sometimes he auto climbs. But our next charm's going to be in this direction. Siphon a sliver of vitality from each wound inflicted. Okay, so we get health when we hit enemies, I take it? I think that's what that's hinting at. Don't jump into the fire, you dick. Alright, I got him before he jumped down that time. They're always jumping into fire. It's this checkpoint stone here. We do have a blood chalice coming up at some point. I don't think it's right now, though. I think we have to misform through another gate. But my worry with this game is always, it's always the fact that you can kind of branch paths. Like, you don't seemingly have to go the same way all the time. but one might lead you away from where you're trying to go. Well, at least the gun guy's dead. This dude's just sitting right in front of the flame trap, though. There we go, he's dead. And I don't want to check what's fully underneath me, because I'm afraid I'll just fall and die. It is a 2D game, so we can't see. This is in the end of this section, though. I guess we'll just keep going. See what happens here. Dude, this is like Mario stuff right here. Wow, that can almost make it all the way up here. See, like, he is not gripping that wall, even though I'm holding left to it. So, it's very inconsistent. There we go. Just had to fall a little bit. I'm gonna get hit by that. Oh, okay. Alright, let's bait him over here this time. Chances are he'll just hit me while I'm midair otherwise. Thank God he decided to move backwards this time. Usually they run right into the fire. Ooh, let's see this. I think I want to go through here.
Don't leave me here.
If we want to get our next collectible. Let's feed on these guys.
Is anyone out there? Please, help me. No. No, no, keep away.
No!
Alright, does it want me to keep? Yeah, here we go. This one's in a good spot. There's our next blood chalice. Now it's going to be really tricky to get out of here because of the inconsistency with the parkour. Or I guess just the platforming. There we go. It's just, it feels like I'm just constantly fighting for him to grab ledges because he doesn't always do it. Alright, we're back up here. And then you have to hold up to get him to climb up. But sometimes you do that and he still jumps backwards. Like I said, it's just a very awkward feeling game. Let's see if he'll grab these ledges. At least we can misform through the fire. I think if we keep heading left here, this is actually where our next scroll's gonna be.
Purge the night of this filth!
Might actually be somewhere down here.
Water!
Yeah, here we go. There's our next scroll. The Wheel of Fate. Oh, didn't grab the ledge. There we go. You felt like grabbing it that time.
Purge the night of this filth!
Alright, I don't know if I should chase that dude down there. The reason why I take these things out is I don't want them to come back later and mess me up. I feel like they're just going to be a really annoying obstacle. There's our next checkpoint stone, though. Alright, we're not going that way. I think every time I hit those flying creatures, I actually get hurt. but it's hard to tell. We can actually get our next scroll now, though. It's like a series of these bat grapple points. And then a leap of faith. I think we only have one more of these left. I wonder if this is the right way. No, it's not. I was going to say, it seems like it would be an optional path because of the way you take to get over here. Oh, didn't see that coming. See if there's a safe way down here. There's really no safe way down there. You can't see underneath you there, so you kind of just reset the sequence, I guess. Let me get some blood on this dude. I'm gonna have to make my way back up. Alright, I made it back to where we climbed. Actually, I might want to just get up here. Yeah, that is a really weird area. You gotta kind of just traverse it blind. Please tell me there's a checkpoint stone. Oh man, they're gonna make me do a leap of faith again. Alright, there's our last scroll. Right underneath us when you drop down there. Well, last scroll for this chapter at least.
Your blood now serves a greater purpose.
Oh, that was weird. We had dialogue on that guy. Well, this looks like a very fun level. Pitch black. Luckily, we only have 3 collectibles on it, but they might be a little tricky to track down because of the darkness.
In their arrogance, the Sarafan carved sermons for vampires on the walls of their crypt. Reject the bitter darkness of my thirst. Hear me, pathetic ghosts. An implacable enemy has come into your midst, and I shall defile every pretty sentiment you cling to in death.
And he's not going to let him rest. Oh, this looks like fun already. I think the Rune Triangle is actually somewhere in this area. Yeah, it's right above us here. Just caught a glimpse of it. It's going to be kind of problematic though, because it looks like I'm going to have to grab a ledge, which is not an easy thing to do. There we go. Let's pick that up right away. Oh, thank God. Checkpoint stone. Ooh, if I want to evade the one orb, I kind of have to get hit by the aerial flame above us. Another one of these.
Another quaint bit of preaching. Deluded Sarafan fools. The last thing Lord Mobius said was for my ears, before I removed his head.
Yep, the first time Mobius died. This is such a weird level. Oh, we actually do have the next scroll coming up. Jesus, it shoots back to back. It's actually right underneath us. Let's grab that. There's 2 scrolls and 1 rune triangle on this chapter, so if I didn't say it before. Dude, everything is so perfectly timed. It's like the second the camera pans, I'm getting shot.
More of this grotesque Sarafan poetry. This is not the ossuary of beloved bones. It is the womb of my kingdom come.
Oh, these Kain still have some really cool dialogue. Oh, there's another one right underneath it. At least I didn't do anything crazy with the achievements, like getting through this area without getting hit. So that'd be insane, considering you can't see a lot of the hazards until it's too late.
He sounds like someone I might resurrect just for the pleasure of killing afresh.
Just bring him back to kill him again. Well, I think we landed next to our final collectible in this chapter. It was just a straight drop for me, but we did hit something on the way down. I don't know if you can land somewhere else, but I'd imagine this is all the way at the bottom. I can't actually go through there. There's a rock blocking the way. But hopefully we landed in the right spot. Looks like we did.
Thanks to the boasting of some pathetic mason, I believe I have found the Sarafan corpses I will raise and repurpose.
That is what we're here for. We just gotta find them. When did they build this crypt? They didn't die that long ago. What the hell is this thing supposed to be?
Some arcane construct left behind as a last desperate defender of the tomb.
I feel like it's gonna have a pretty wide attack radius. I actually still got hurt. Oh shit, okay. It keeps canceling me out here. So I have to hit him when his face is exposed. Sometimes I don't get the prompt, though. Oh, that time it canceled out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this with the amount of health I have left. Nope. Alright, he seems to kind of struggle if you're all the way to the left. Seems to have a hard time. Oh, unless he does a full screen thrust that knocks off 2/4 of your health. No, that's not gonna land. We're gonna get him this time. Very close. Alright, Tomb Guardian is dead.
Vae Victus!
Here sleep the Sarafan's mightiest champions, and still they cling to mortality, blind to time's true face. A mongrel cur, skulking through every shadow, gnashing endlessly at the leash of its master, Mobius. But you, Inquisitors, I offer deliverance. Raziel! I will conjure your spirit back from the void that harbors it, and your name will scour the tongues of mortals, spoken only in fear. You will be my firstborn. Steel yourself as I rend you from the womb of death. Brother in wrath, brother in thirst, I submit my flesh to your sting. Bite to the quick now, and discover the rich wellspring within me. Now to collect my bounty, a flow of rubies in a bejeweled cup. My blood, suffused with ancient power, awakens the dead and binds them to my will. I resurrect you with this vampiric gift and baptize you in the essence of my very soul. Rise, Raziel, my firstborn, rise and serve!
Centuries slipped by, and my lord's empire decayed. My brothers and I remained loyal to Kain, even as Nosgoth withered beneath his corruption. This is the keep of Raziel, first lieutenant of Emperor Kain. Why have you trespassed here, vampire?
I am Elaleth. Look upon my face. Do you find no sense of the familiar? No memory of our shared blood?
What blood could I share with you? I am a son of Kain.
You have been fathered many times over, Raziel. Kain sired you from ash and dust. Is there no recollection of what came before?
A millennium passed. Its echoes hold no meaning for me.
What if I could reveal the secrets of those years, and lay them bare like they were only yesterday? Will you look upon the face of your human father? Our human father?
I have no sister vampire, only brothers.
This amulet partakes in Hilden magic. It shows truths, Raziel.
A pretty trinket, charlatan. But I will look. My eyes never turn from amusement.
Our hearts were light, Raziel. Innocence is a paradoxical weight, a heaviness realized only after it is gone. Admit you recognize yourself.
I do. But who is the other boy?
Matthias, whom we cherished as a second brother. He would become my world. See yourself as the kind and nurturing boy you were, Raziel. That raven, is it familiar to you?
I take little notice of winged creatures.
Perhaps awareness will make you more observant. You found the injured raven in the woods, and pledged to see it fly again. Your devotion was rewarded. The raven healed and took flight. For 3 days you lingered, expecting it to return. Callously, I mocked your expectation. But then... your faith was rewarded. The raven returned to you, bearing this gift. Unknown to either of us at the time, this was no mere bird. It has always been present in our lives, always watching, and sometimes leading. It is the minion of Kaisetsik. One evening, years later, Kain and a tribe of vampires descended upon our village. You and Matthias were so valiant in our defense. We were separated. I found Matthias wounded, with a hideous creature crouched over him. It was ancient beyond reckoning, driven by a primordial hunger, and cursed with a touch that unmade flesh and soul alike. The change came upon him in an instant, but he was dying. I drew my blade, split my own palm, and offered the blood to his lips. That is how you found us. Without questioning, without hearing my pleas, you slew Matthias and decapitated my right hand, as one would cut out envenomed flesh to stop the spread of infection.
I see it did not work.
Quite the opposite, brother. It sped a far more lethal venom into my heart. A pure hatred of you, as our paths seemed to fork in a manner that could never reconverge. But I've learned time insists on circles, even when the mind apprehends only straight lines. Though you maimed me, my transformation was not stymied. As the vampiric alteration came over me, the Raven guided me to a place unshackled by time. The misty woods of Kai Setsik, a being part human and part Hilden, whose human soul suffered torment in the demon realm. I agreed to rescue his soul, but not before achieving my goal of restoring Matthias. Through Hilden's sorcery, Kai fashioned me a new right hand for my quest. And something even more precious.
What?
I will reveal it when you are ready.
Then tell me, sister, what was my path?
You became a Sarafan Inquisitor.
Ha! Such an absurd falsehood.
See for yourself, brother. Do you recognize those faces?
Turel, Dumas, Melchiah. Impossible. Kain would not cull his greatest lieutenants from his fiercest adversaries.
The thought wasn't his. Someone led him to it.
Led? By you? Kain would never embrace such delusions.
Perhaps it is the presence of Hilden magic, but I found I have powers of persuasion. Before I sought Kain, I turned to Mobius. My plea fell on deaf ears. He cursed me to drift in the stream of time, never knowing when or where I would emerge next. Only Kai's Wood offered refuge, though even it is a cursed place forsaken by time. Time itself became my adversary. And yet, I pressed on, and Kai Setsik aided me as best he could. Denied by Mobius, I pursued Kain, seeking the truths of a temporal paradox. In return, I revealed the hidden crypt of the Sarafan, the tomb where you and the other Inquisitors rested in silence. I spoke of your worth, of the lieutenants you could become. In that act, I shaped your rebirth. In a way, I am both your sister and your mother.
You did all of this to humiliate a memory?
I learned that only one relic, the Heart of Darkness, holds the power to restore life to a vampire. To Matthias, Janos Audron guarded it. Look upon yourself, brother. Witness the darkest stain upon your soul. You slew Janos Audron and took the heart. Now, you must give it to me. With it, I shall confront Kain once more and force him to create a paradox. Then, I shall wield the heart myself and bring Matthias back from the grave.
Oh, we're playing as him now. So, yeah, that has heavy lore discrepancies. Because Raziel isn't aware of his past until he finds out Kain's secret of resurrecting the Sarafan. And he finds out that he's the one that slayed Janos in Soul Reaver 2 and stuff like that. So This is already seeming like a non-canon spin-off at this point, because it doesn't really take into account the things that have happened, which I'm not liking that. It's going to be more of like a non-canon spin-off in my mind at this point. Does it want me to... Oh, whoops. Wasn't sure if it wanted me to attack her or not. It's going to be another dark level. We actually do have a charm in this section, I think. Same with the scroll. That's going to be right next to it. But again, it's with these pitch black levels. Can I even feed on anything in this level? Oh, there's even spiked walls here. I'm gonna just die chasing her.
Water.
Oh, here we go. Before I do that, can we climb up here? No. It's not gonna grab the wall.
I know you have the heart of darkness, Raziel. After
it's a good thing I could see those.
How dare you keep it from... I know you have the heart of darkness, Raziel. After everything
Didn't know the spikes were there until last second.
How dare you keep it from me?
Doesn't she already know what happened to the Heart of Darkness? I think once we get to this section is when we can get the charm. Yeah, here we go. Dulls blood hunger and delays the drain upon the flesh. It sounds like the first one, but the scroll is also right next to it. Or, well, our first scroll. I think there's 5 scrolls in this chapter. So that's the first of 5. Keeps parrying us. Nope, can't go up that way. I also can't jump across. I should have dashed.
By the pillars, wings.
Behold, the other gift of Hilden magic. The amulet and its magic have always been yours. I have merely been their keeper these many centuries. Consult the amulet. It has borne witness to our lives.
What resolution do you truly seek?
There is no end, brother. Only beginnings. The same change that dawned upon me is coming to you. When it does, I will find you and see if you emerge more amenable to my needs. And at last bring me the heart of darkness.
Stop! I command you! I could not hear or see. All was black. I had only the amulet's visions for company, and memories that were not my memories at all.
Again, getting his wings from Hilden magic, I don't think is how that works. I thought the reason why he had the wings originally was because he was actually still a part of like the whole Janos Aldrin type of vampire bloodline thing. I mean, he wasn't a direct descendant of Janos, but he was like, he had some connection to that. I don't know. This game's really weird now. Hilded magic gave them both their wings seems kind of strange. Hey, whoa. No reward for a parry attack? There it goes. Water reflections look kind of cool. These, enemy types look like Jack of Blades from Fable. It's a good thing the bats are back. I can't make it. Alright, there we go. The one thing in the beginning did say to, like, time the beats of the wings, but you actually do just want to mash it. Mashing is actually, like, the only thing that keeps it working. Also, what are we doing here? He kind of adjusted to all of this stuff pretty quickly. Is he just looking for, his sister? Our next collectible is actually right here. Can I land on the ground here? Yeah, okay, good. That would have been really weird if we couldn't. So let's grab that. Flaming bats, though, just what we needed. You know what? Could we actually just keep... Yeah, you know what? We can get the glide for 25 seconds here. Get rid of that bat to make this easier. Because we also have a checkpoint. There we go. Actually didn't seem like it took that long. His wings work a lot better than his sister's, though. Pretty easy achievement. Like I said, this isn't really an achievement guide, because like I said, it's going to take multiple playthroughs to get all of them anyways, for difficulty and stuff. They're actually, I think if you beat Raziel in Chapter 4, like the spirit changed Raziel with human Raziel, I think there's an achievement for that. Though from what I was hearing, you're better off doing it on story, because the Soul Reaver just does too much damage, but on story difficulty, it barely does any. So that's probably how you would get that one. Alright, let me check this area really quick. Okay, we're good. There's another scroll that's going to be in a kind of tricky spot. I hate that if your pinky toe touches the water, it's just instant death. Prevents you from flying up anymore. Like, I could see if you didn't become fully submerged, you just took damage or whatever. At least they're giving us a lot of checkpoints, though. Get rid of these damn bats. Is that a cannon in our face? Oh, it's an auto cannon. That has full range of motion. Okay, this is all perfect. I can't do anything. Let's try this again. There we go. I had to brute force one of those cannons. Sometimes when I do that, it's because I'm trying to go for a dive kick, but then it just like auto cancels it. Then I just land into whatever hazard is nearby. Our next scroll's actually right underneath us here. Picked it up as I got shot. Dude, this platforming is something else, man. Alright, I took him out first this time before jumping across. I could see the Rune Triangle underneath us. I wish you could land on their heads. They always fly at that perfect angle. Let's try this again. I might not want to dash, because that like prevents me from levitating for a bit. Oh, this is a good one. Luckily the Rune Triangle heals us. Not gonna risk that. I come back to the collectibles. I don't think you have to recollect them again, but the reason why I come back is to at least show how to escape it again. Because we'd usually die on the way out just because of the layout of the areas. Very tricky to navigate. I wonder if I can destroy these cannons. Ooh, I almost tapped the water there. Gonna hear a cannon already gearing up on us. Pick it up here. These levels on Nightmare difficulty, which is the game's highest difficulty, are probably actually quite literally a nightmare. Alright, the archer's just gonna hang out. Alright, thank God. I was gonna say, he was just gonna hang out in the fire for a second there. That was actually a very good angled cannonball. Wow. See if we can land on it this time. There we go. That one's in quite a spot. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the death here. Alright, let's see if we can get out of here this time. In case you were wondering, yes, this part is heavily messed up. They throw way too much at you that you can't really control what you're seeing or doing. Especially since I can't jump over that cannon because of the torches. Oh, thank God we hit a checkpoint. I do kind of wish they'd put these orbs in better spots, because if you try to float to some of them, you're just going to get lit up by everything in the area. Alright, he can have fun over there. He's just fire hopping right now. Oh, this is going to be fun. Yeah, I'm very limited in my options here. There we go. That was actually one of the sections where you're forced to kill in order to proceed. Our next charm is actually directly on the main path. It's right here. This one's kind of hard to miss. Ooh, it's all nighttime now. That guy just jumped into the water. The AI are so funny on this game. They hop around so much, and that's to their detriment. Oh, that That one bat actually caused us a lot of pain right there. That's such a perfect cannon shot. Alright, let's hit this checkpoint. Good thing is when you feed it gets rid of the projectile without you getting hit by it. Dude, we actually have the blood chalice coming up here. There we go. That's actually all of them too. Already. There is actually, I think like I said, there's 12 chapters in this game. This is chapter 9. So we are actually already pretty close to the end of it. Alright, I was gonna say, let me at least hit this checkpoint. Still have one more scroll on this one though. That was perfectly timed. I would dash, but dash sometimes delays flight, so I'll probably just fall into the water if I do that. So it's not ideal. That guy just died. Our next collectible is actually like right in front of us here. It's gonna be tricky. Alright, let's try this again. With all the cannons and everything here, this is a really tough one to get. I don't even know how you would avoid half of this stuff on Nightmare. I guess you could just probably avoid the enemies. Except when they force you to take them out. That was our last collectible on this chapter. It's always that pinky toe. Yep. They have to put those always so close to the damn water surface. That could have been really bad. Get some health back. Jesus Christ, how many cannons did they issue?
Greetings, brother. Your new wings become you. A word of counsel. Do not speak of them to Kain. He is a master, not a mentor. He tempers his lieutenants like iron, forging servants, not successors. Now, tell me, did you bring me the Heart of Darkness?
What does she mean, do not speak of them to Kain? They're on my back. He can visibly see them. Also, Kain got upset with the wings because he knew what it meant. He knew what the... Well, he didn't really get upset, but he knew what Raziel having... This doesn't make any sense, by the way. But let's just continue.
The heart is a relic lost to time, sister. Why do you believe I possess it?
I believe you can obtain it. After all, you owe me at least one kindness.
I owe you nothing.
Don't be foolish. You now understand why you earned my malice, and you must atone.
While I was reborn within that cocoon, your sins were laid bare too. You have slain the innocent as well, Elaleth. Their blood cries out for the same retribution you would inflict upon me.
The door to our past has opened, and it will not close. You will recall the location of the Heart of Darkness, and you will deliver it to me.
You demand what I cannot give.
Trust the amulet to reclaim memories from your Sarafan days. Without question, you took the heart. It is only a matter of uncovering what you did with it. I return to find you in deep consultation with the past. Perhaps now you're ready to help me?
I do not know yet whether to trust you.
Then trust the amulet. What did it show you doing with the Heart of Darkness?
As I've told you before, I do not have it.
That is not what I asked.
It showed my Sarafan self surrendering the heart to Mobius. He is dead, as you well know. And with him, the heart is lost. I can offer no more. I've indulged this distraction long enough. My obligations lie elsewhere.
With Kain? You still choose the blood of Kain over the blood of kin?
Kain would welcome your allegiance. Our shared purpose would be a balm for your lonesomeness.
Have you forgotten who slaughtered our parents?
Yet you've never spoken of saving them. Only Matthias.
Father loved only you. His son, his firstborn, his heir. Matthias was my world. And you shattered it the moment you killed him. Every misfortune in my life, Raziel, is because of you!
Is vengeance all that remains in you?
No, but it's all I have to give.
Oh, we're fighting. Yeah, I'm surprised, Kai Setsik, or whatever his name is, didn't mention the fact that the heart was given to Mobius, because he would have known that. The mission seems wildly, misinformed. Gonna dive kick. Trying to bait her into doing dive kicks.
Quit clutching at Phantom, sister. Embrace the present. Embrace Kain and the world he would build for us.
You are Kain's firstborn, just as you were firstborn in Thornlatch. Should I go on still clinging to your shadow?
With your wings, you'll cast your own.
And now, you too possess wings. They are no coincidence. I counseled you to keep them a secret from your master, but I spoke out of envy. Your wings are a gift. Imagine how high Kain's esteem could raise you.
Why do you say that?
Because when Kain beheld my wings, he treated them with reverence. I knew that if he found the same wings on his firstborn, His esteem for you would be unparalleled. I grew embittered. But you have bested me, Raziel. I have no reason to lie to you. Go to him, Raziel. Let Kain behold the power of your wings. Show him, Raziel. Let him witness your ascendance.
Goodbye, sister. Kain will see what I have become, and it shall be the most defining hour of my existence.
Okay, so that's why he shows off his wings to Kain? Because she told him to after she told him not to? Okay, whatever. Like I said, the story of this isn't making a lot of sense. I get what they're going for. They're trying to show, it's even, I don't really get what they're going for. This is where we're going to end part 3, though. We got pretty far. This technically 3 chapters left, but they do have some chapters that are kind of just dialogue sometimes, or slightly interactive, like Ariel's quiz. But we're probably going to finish this in the next part. We only need one more Rune Triangle for that one achievement, and then the remaining scrolls and charms, which I think even when we pause it, there might not actually, maybe there is an achievement for charms, because it looks like we have all of them. I'll find out, though. But yeah, like I said, story-wise, this isn't making a whole lot of sense. It does go against a lot of the already established story and causes a lot of lore discrepancies in terms of the video game's lore. So I already don't really enjoy the story. It's not making a lot of sense. His sister, her motivations are all over the place so far, and her just kind of throwing these random things out that push the story in the direction it needs to go just feels very strange. And then the other thing too is the earlier stages I thought were a little bit more enjoyable, but as it's progressing, I noticed that they're trying to just be more aggressive with the platforming than anything else, like having to dodge 2 cannons shooting at you while bats are flying. If you jump, you get hit by torches, enemies are attacking you. It's like they just threw a bunch of this stuff in without really thinking about it. So I can definitely see why this game is getting the reception it's getting. It seems like it's very poorly thought out. We're going to finish it, obviously. I'm probably also going to achievement hunt the rest of the achievements in my own time, though I'm not looking forward to this game on Nightmare with all the random stuff that they throw at you. Because if the cannons do like 1-hit damage to you, then it's not going to be very fun. You're going to have to just basically try to probably use speedrun tactics. But yeah, I can definitely see why not a lot of people are liking this game. The story is so well written in all of the other games that this one just feels so strange, especially since it's kind of just going against what was already established to try and fit this new character in, which is Raziel's sister. And like I said, her character isn't making a lot of sense to me right now. I don't really understand what her full motivation is, because she's helping him, but she wants to kill him. She kind of knew the fate of the Heart of Darkness, but doesn't understand the fate of the Heart of Darkness. It's like, we know where the Heart of Darkness is. We just finished Defiance, and that's a whole thing. She can't get what she wants, because again, maybe she does. I mean, this game doesn't seem like it's canon so far, so maybe she does get the heart. Who knows? But as always, thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody who's checked these out as they go live or after they go live. I always appreciate it, and I'll see you in the potential finale.